Welcome to the next survival games guide, and I forgot what I said in the last episode, but I'll just be going over engaging enemies and how to handle combat. Combat skills are a lot in the survival games, but you can't rely on being Rambo all the time. You need to know not only how to fight enemies effectively, but also how to engage said enemies. First off, how to engage your opponents. It is crucial to know that just because when you see an enemy doesn't mean you should fight him. Sometimes it's best to crouch, back off, and wait for the danger to pass. This is especially useful if a team is coming close or an enemy that has better armor and weapons than you do is coming. If you see an enemy or squad of enemies that you know could and probably will kill you, the best thing to do is find cover. The best cover is away from the road, overlooking the road the enemies are walking on, and has a block or two of cover. When covering over 2 blocks high, peek over every few seconds and watch the name tags to see if they see you or not. If you're covering and cover 1 block high, crouch and then watch them. Players in the survival games usually don't take a really close look at their surroundings, aside from what's in front of them. So it's best to crouch and just back off. If they see you, run as quick as you can away and try to find a good hiding spot. For example, on the winter map, if you're being chased by enemies, try to go for the ice river because you'll get a great running start and the enemies will have no choice but to back away and go for another target. Knowing when and how to engage hostiles is a great thing to know, but it's also just as important to know how to fight enemies. A good strategy is to walk in a circle around the opponent whilst attacking them. That way you confuse them and get a lot more hits than you would just attacking them from the front. Water combat is an extremely useful skill to have. It might not be constantly used, but it's a good thing to know when you see an enemy closing in on you and you are in, say, the river in Mithril. Possibly the best thing to do whilst fighting an enemy underwater is go under the water and attack the enemy from under his pixelated feet. If your foe begins to fire arrows at you from a long distance, the best thing to do is to swim underwater. Use cover and shift click until he loses track of you and it begins to look around desperately. Water can be a huge burden to your success in the survival games, so it's crucial to know how to adjust your fighting style for the said situation. So I think that's enough for this episode. Next time we will discuss adjusting your fighting style to the biome or region that you are in. Please enjoy the rest of my content and have a good day. Or evening. Or whatever hell time it is. Good night.